Odessa Primus is coming from Czech Republic. Now we are in London, but you have a very important experience as a volunteer in Greece about the refugee crisis in Greece. What did you see?
So I was there in November and December, and a lot of families, a lot of children coming completely wet and getting hypothermia. So there was, for example, one day where there was a boat that sunk, which happens all the time, and we had to treat people for hypothermia. And a lot of the volunteers don't really have medical training, but you have to try. So the people come, and there was a few drownings. So there was a few families that we had to console because they lost their nine-month-old baby. The shoes that I brought today, I think my fourth day on Lesbos, I had to pull someone out of the water. It was a Syrian man, about 25, and he drowned, and we had to pull him out of the water. So I had to get my shoes wet, and it became sort of a thing on the island that you get when you get in the water. The shoes take like 3 days to dry. It takes a long time, and the refugees that come over the water, they have to go into the camp, so mostly their clothes don't really dry. They're really cold. We get to go back to our hotel rooms, and the next morning we get up again, and we probably have another pair of shoes with us because we're volunteering there sometimes long time. So the shoes I brought today are the shoes that I went into the water with to bring someone out that drowned, but the drownings happen there all the time.
These are really shoes of people who have died in the sea.
The shoes I brought are the shoes that I wore when I pulled someone out of the water. But there's a lot of the shoes that come onto the land that we try and wash them and dry them and give them back to the people because we don't have enough donations, basically.
Where did you go in Greece? Which part?
Lesbos. So it's the Greek island that most refugees have been arriving at by boats. So I think they had they get about between 1,000 to 6,000 people every single day.
Which solutions are possible?
I think there is no great solution, and I think this is a big thing that everyone seems to be looking for. There's no good answer, there's no good solution. I think it's important that we try to support the volunteers that are on the ground are doing the jobs of the governments that are supposed to be protecting people, and Frontex and the European Union are supposed to be doing their jobs, and they're not. So the volunteers are doing that. Their governments should be supporting the volunteers and sending money, and there should be many more rescue boats by the European Union, like Frontex, in the water so people don't drown.